I'm gonna shit so hard on this movie.
Comedy.
Oh, it is a comedy?
It says comedy, horror, sci-fi.
That was supposed to be funny?
I didn't. I couldn't find funny. I don't Welcome to the Spooky Dooky Podcast, the only horror podcast for you social outcasts. Hosted by me and you.
Yeah, me, Mike. Thank you for the introduction.
Hi, Mike. I'm Derek.
Hi, I'm also Derek.
Nice. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.
Yeah, we did.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute. No.
What?
No.
What?
Let me look up Funhouse Basket real quick.
What'd we do wrong?
No, nothing. It got a higher rating than...
And what?
It got a higher rating than Funhouse Massacre.
This movie does?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Are we stupid?
I don't think we're meant to review things. I know that things are subjective, but wow.
All right. So the movie we watched is Chopping Mall.
Yeah, I saw a clip for this on Instagram somewhere of some girl's butt. That was the thumbnail, and of course that got me. And I watched this 15-second clip of this weird, stupid-looking 1980s robot shoot this girl. The special effects were just all around her so bad, but it was this looks so stupid. I have to see this, so I suggested it.
So before Mike even suggested this, I was going to watch this by myself anyway because I saw the cover art on Prime Video and it said Chopping Mall. I was like, wow, this looks interesting. So I read the synopsis, and the synopsis is a group of young shopping mall employees stay behind for a late night party in one of the stores. When the mall goes on lockdown before they can get out, the robot security system malfunctions and goes on a killing spree. So that really piqued my interest. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty good. Wow, robots killing people. I want to watch this. Whew, it was not what I expected.
What the hell were you expecting?
I didn't know when this movie came out, so I'm thinking it's androids. I don't know, people just regular.
Oh, you
actors.
thought it was current?
Yeah.
Oh man, you were in for a whirlwind of disappointment.
I was very disappointed. I was extremely disappointed.
It was the 1980s. You remember? Do you remember in the 90s when it was a fad for kids to have those toy robot servant things?
Oh yeah.
2XL comes with one program tape. Additional tapes sold separately. Batteries not included.
I was going to mention that. Yes.
It looks exactly like that. That's why it's not scary.
Just a giant version of that. Yes.
I think it was called Emilio or something like that. Some weird robot that it looks like it's made of it. Well, the one that we're talking about is made of plastic. This also looks like it's made of shit too. They also kind of reminded me of what's the guy from Power Rangers?
Alpha?
Yeah.
Alphas look way better than this.
Yeah, well, I mean, but just the way that they scan things and whatever.
Yeah. Kind of remind me of I don't remember the maid from the Jetsons.
Oh wow. If they can get the copyright from Warner owns Hanna-Barbera now, make that into a horror movie. That'd be cool.
I just don't understand what they thought about with the design of the robots. It was stupid.
They must have just not had a budget, or they're like, wow, this is the 1980s. This looks so 2020.
Oh God, it was just... When did RoboCop come out?
A little bit after that, I think.
Yeah, 87. Okay. A year later.
Well, you're comparing a huge-ass budget to... Who knows what this budget was? Bag of peanuts or something? I don't know.
I don't understand. And we're just shitting on the movie before we even get into it.
Let's say something nice about this movie. The name is cool and corny.
Everybody
and the artwork
had nice bodies.
That's what it was really going for. Trying to pitch I guess they're teenagers. Good-looking teenagers get stuck in a mall with really, really cringy robots. With I know we can't be. We have to also be objective to the fact that this is the '80s and special effects is really not there for most movies.
Yeah,
but it was so bad.
It's so much I want to talk about.
I wish that we had copyright like available to throw things in there to like just show how. Oh man, I'm sure we could say something.
We could. It's fair use. I just can't play the whole movie in its entirety.
You know where I watched it? YouTube.
Oh, really?
I don't know how they got away with that. It's there. And it's not even like sped up or slow or bad quality. That's where I found it.
That's because nobody wants to take credit for this film.
We should probably explain some of those fucking characters and whatnot.
One of the characters kind of look like James Franco to me.
The one with the accent?
Yeah, the accent.
Alien one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say right off the bat, I hated all these characters. They're all worthless. But I will say this, that one of the girls, the one actually I hated the most is Barbara Crampton from Puppet Master, the newest one, and Channel Zero, which I thought was cool. So, she's the cop.
Yeah, I see her picture right now, yeah.
And she has...
See, we did this movie on purpose just to tie into our Puppet Master review.
Yep. And she has my least favorite scene where she's on the ground and she's just like screaming for someone to help her. Just get up. Just get up. I mean, I know that's like a thing that happens in horror movies, and they're all just watching her. Just like, no one's like, we have to help her. Why are you talking about helping her? Grab her fucking arm.
Nothing happened to her. She just fell.
Yeah. She was a whiner, too. She was a freaking whiner.
Yeah, she was.
They were in the air vents, like, Mom, we have to go, and she's like, no. Like, dude, like, what are you? She's the one who gets out of the air vent and goes, looking for a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
I guess logic didn't exist in the '80s. She was almost home free. I know, like, you want to save your significant other, but he wanted to go fight the robots.
Right. Wait, Dick Miller. Oh, wait. Dick Miller.
Dick Miller was the
janitor. Yeah.
Janitor, which he's also a janitor and something else too.
Everything.
Is that true?
He plays in so many movies. He was probably the janitor in Gremlins.
Is he just known as the janitor kind of guy you hire? Oh, I know what he's in. Which hopefully this ties in because if we review this movie, I want to. He was the truck driver who gave I can't remember the kid's name in Small Soldiers the batch.
Yes, he was in Small Soldiers.
Do you remember that? I just read it.
No.
No to which?
Wait, what?
Did you read it or did you remember that?
Oh no, I read it a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, I fuck with that movie hard. I told you I've probably seen it 50 times. We're probably gonna review that. Get ready.
Oh, we're gonna get into the plot, or we're just gonna keep
shit. I think we gotta give it. We gotta explain some things about it. We can't just say this is a shitty movie about robots killing people, even though it is.
Okay. All right. So the movie starts off with all these people in a meeting, I guess. I don't know if these are mall people or people who own businesses who are thinking about buying this new security system. But yeah, this guy is showing off the idea of these robots and how they, I don't know, keep the mall safe. But they're not supposed to be killing people, though. They're supposed to sedate people so that they can, I guess, get arrested or something, or just so they can get out the building. But it's not meant to kill people. And that's what the guy said who was presenting the whole thing. He's like, yeah, they don't kill people. They just, sedate them, knock them out.
And there's two troll people in the fucking crowd being so dickish about it. Who were they?
I don't know.
What was their point?
They introduced them at the end of the movie like they were credited and like they were somebody important, but I don't know who they were.
Just two random people shitting on the concept of this robot.
Maybe we're too young to know who they are.
Even if they're famous actors, like they had no point.
Yeah, like they didn't get their comeuppance.
I thought that was going to happen.
Right, yeah, nope. I did too. Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know. I was about to say, I feel like he said like nothing will go wrong, and they just cut to the robot and then had the opening sequence.
Yeah.
I feel like that happened. Did that happen?
The protectors will make Park Plaza the safest mall in the state. Trust me. Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
I don't know. Basically, it went pretty fast.
I feel like I want that to happen.
That's their little introduction into this is our robots. This is why they're here. Even though if you're going to go have a robot this high tech, why a mall? You know, put it somewhere that's more like, is a mall really that valuable to have this piece of what was high end technology in the 80s? Whatever. I'm just nitpicking. Right. I thought about that though. Like, where's the army at? Why not make this into a killer? Also, if it's not supposed to kill, how does it have that option?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, so they cut to the teenagers. 6
happening teenagers working in the mall. 8.
4 boys and 4 girls, the way it's supposed to be.
I don't remember 2 of them. I remember the blonde slutty one. I remember the stupid guy with the Italian accent. Let's find out their names right now. Let's give them some credit here.
Don't make me try. I can't. Well, even if I know their names, I'm not going to be able to name them because they have their current pictures of them and they're all old and gross.
Let's just name their names because like there's Allison, there's Ferdy, which that's a name, huh?
Ferdy was the nerd. I know that.
He's the only standout character.
He kind of remind me of
Rick Moranis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, the dude from Christine. I don't know his name. Did you see Christine?
Oh, did not.
Wow, that's a really good movie.
Didn't you just pitch that to me like yesterday?
No. Christine was a Stephen King film about the killer car.
Oh. I don't know how I don't know about that. I'm a huge King stan, but...
It's on Netflix. I forced you to watch it.
There's Rick, there's Linda, there's Susie, there's Greg, there's Mike, and there's Leslie. Is that 8?
I don't know.
Well, basically, I think you're only going to need to know Ferdy, and his girl was named...
was it Allison?
Allison.
Yeah, I guess.
And Rick and Linda kind of last a while.
So anyways, yeah. Those fucks. Excuse me. They're going to throw a happening party. And guess where they throwing it? In a fucking mall after hours.
At their job at like, what is it, like a department store or something?
Yes.
In theory, it's pretty cool.
I guess.
You got all the beds and furniture to chill on.
I guess. That's so weird. Who does that?
Hey, man, it's the 80s.
Whatever. So
they
Ferdy...
didn't have your tablets, your iPhones, or your internet porn.
Was Ferdy's uncle like the owner or something?
Yeah, so that he was really paranoid about it. Like, hey guys, like, please don't fuck up the store. I don't want a party. And they're like, no, dude, bodacious babes are coming. And he's like, well, I get your virginity gone.
Yeah. So yeah, they throw a party at their job after hours.
Which they thought was a good idea with the robots.
Why were the girls naked getting dressed?
And like, where were they?
Yeah.
It looked like a locker room.
Yeah, in the mall?
I don't know. Maybe they have some sort of like employee dressing room thing. It was a pretty big mall. It was 3 stories. Maybe it's a pretty big mall and like they have a lot going on for it and they need that for the employees. But that was weird.
Yeah. So the next scene they show a malfunction in the system and how the robots decide to like want to kill people. Just kidding. That didn't happen. They didn't explain anything. The robots just decided to kill people out of nowhere. There's no explanation on why the robots are killing people when they weren't programmed to do it.
Yes,
There was?
No, okay. You're skipping the part where the lightning struck.
It was lightning?
Yeah.
Lightning caused everything to happen.
Yeah, really not a good enough excuse. So they're in the back of like I guess where the security panel thing is, and the guy's chilling like reading or eating, or one of those two, because there was two. And he keeps looking back and at them, they're not moving. And then like lightning strikes and like the computers go all fuzzy. And he's like, huh, that was weird. And they just slowly start creeping for him, and they kill that guy. And I guess they dispose his body somehow. And the next security guard who comes in is like, wow, couldn't even clean up for me. His food's chilling. That's the guy who starts reading. And he starts reading, and then they kill him too. And then they're kind of like, well, free for all. Our owners are dead. Why lightning caused that beats me.
This movie is so good.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut back to the party. They start having sex in the beds of the department store.
At first, I was judging them all having sex around each other. But I was like, I've had my days.
Yeah. Actually, I had my days too. But in a department store, in those beds, that's so messed up.
Yeah. Rubbing your balls and your clitoris on people's beds they're going to buy and lay in to test it out.
What's a clitoris?
I don't know. I think it's like a dinosaur. But, and then Ferdy is on the couch being a very nice, he's ahead of his time. He's in 2019. He is slowly trying to get with this woman by watching some sort of weird sci-fi movie. Won't even look her in the eye. See, that's what we want. A humble man.
So yeah. And Freddy's like, we should get out of here soon because the security system is going to kick in. And Allison said, well, I'm having a good time with you, Ferdy.
Starts getting flirty with Ferdy.
Yeah. Stop. And that's when the security system actually starts to kick in and the doors lock up and you see the robots rolling through the mall, and they look really bad. And yeah, then you see Dick Miller, mopping up, and he's irritated because it's a mess on the floor and he has to mop it up, and he's like, whoever's done this, I'm going to kill him or whatever. And then a robot rolled up on Dick Miller, and they set it up where if the night shift is working there, the robots will ask for identification, and the night shift is supposed to show their ID card or whatnot. So Dick Miller pulls out his ID card to show to the robot. Guess the robot doesn't care. First of all, before the robot, like when the robot gets there, he knocks over the mop bucket, which pissed Dick Miller's character off. But anyways, yeah, Dick Miller showed him the ID. I guess the robot didn't care, and he shoots out a taser into the water that's on the floor, and it electrocutes Dick Miller, and he dies. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, that happened. And then James Franco was banging this one girl, and she's all like, I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette after having sex. And he was all like, I got a pack of insert random cigarette here back in the desk. And she was like, I don't smoke those. I smoke insert other brand of cigarettes.
Barbara Crampton, you selfish bitch.
And she was like, where do I get those? She was like, there's some in the vending machine downstairs.
How crazy it is that vending machines was spitting out cigarettes in the 80s.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. It was a big thing back then.
But everybody kids can just walk up and be like, hooray!
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Wow, that's sad. But now kids can get heroin off the vending machines.
Wait, are you talking about that? Oh man, I saw that news report like a year ago.
Oh wait, I didn't know I referenced something.
Oh my god! Wait, whoa! You didn't know that there was like? We'll get into this another time. It was fucked up.
Oh, so yeah. James Franco goes downstairs to get some cigarettes out the vending machine. Robot comes up, asks for an identification card. James Franco's like, sure, here you go. Robot scanned it. Robot killed him. James Franco's dead. He had his throat slit. I don't remember how the robot slit his throat, but he did it. Now he's dead.
I think he tased him up against a door and just went up to him and I don't know. What is on the robot that would be sharp?
I don't know. Oh, I guess whatever he used to slit the throat of the dude reading earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, other girl who was waiting for James Franco decides to go, hey, where's James Franco? I miss him. He did so good in Spider-Man 3. So she goes after James Franco. And she went to the vending machine. And for some reason, you can see him clearly in the shot by the vending machine. She doesn't notice him at all. She walks all the way over there. Then she trips over his body and notices he's there. Like, it's not that dark. You can see him sitting there.
You don't come out now. Don't bother. All right, wake up. Wake up. I said wake up. That's it. I don't need this crap.
It made me so angry.
I like when she shook him, though.
So yes, she knows he's dead. She screams. She runs. Well, she screams. She sees the robot. She runs. She runs upstairs. And this is where I really, really, really want to turn the movie off. But I knew I couldn't because I knew we had to watch this movie for this podcast. But God, I wanted to turn this movie off. So anyway, she's running. And you just see the robots chasing her, shooting off lasers. And oh boy.
That's the clip that made me watch it, though. That's the clip I saw. It's close up of her ass for no reason. It was gratuitous as fuck. And she's running, just flopping her limbs around, and like these lasers are missing completely. And if they hit her, she's not even reacting. She's not going like, ow.
It's not fair because you've seen the clip. I didn't know what I was getting into at all. So when I saw it, my head wanted to explode like her head exploded. So all her friends are in a department store and they see her running and they look at the robot chasing her and the robot got a laser, hit her in the head, and her head just exploded. And the practical effect was so bad.
Yep.
Bad and funny at the same time. Like you could tell it was a mannequin and just explode. Oh, it was so good and bad at the same time. Oh man, that's when they freak out. And yeah. You want to take over?
So she's dead now, and so is there another
Franco?
Dude, what is his name? Because now you're screwing me up.
I don't know.
The big buff dude, sure, is dead. So the couple is dead,
Right.
I think. Or am I confusing two couples? These white people are so similar.
They all look alike in the 80s.
They have too many characteristics that are the same. They're just all just like slutty and macho and predictable.
Only one who was different other than Ferdy was the dude who was freaking out. I want to say it was Rick. He was like, I don't know, he was mad for some reason.
His girlfriend died.
Was that it? I guess that would make me mad. Maybe. I don't know.
I think your girlfriend will be happy to hear that.
Yeah, she don't watch this.
Oh, I'm offended for us.
She does.
Okay. I'm sorry, Julia. Anyway, I don't even know. Like, I don't remember what this is. I just remember them running around the mall, kind of like me picturing the Benny Hill theme song strapped over it. Just it's like them going back and forth, trying to fight these fucking robots. They throw fire at it at one point. They're like, yay, we got one. Only 2 levels to go. But then later, here's my favorite part. I'm going way ahead. I don't know how the robot rides the escalator. Does anyone think about that? Like when they watch this movie? It's like, oh my God.
It's too big to go on an escalator. Yeah. It would tip backwards.
Yeah. Or just be stuck. Because right when I saw one of the robot that they thought they killed get to level 3, I was like, take the elevator.
Because I remember they had one on each floor.
Yeah.
but they all started off on the same floor. So like,
Yeah, how'd they get there in the beginning? I don't know. This movie's fucking weird.
Didn't Rick get tossed off? I remember that.
Tossed off what?
The third floor.
Yep.
Because they were trying to get to the main.
The control room.
Yeah, the control room, which was on the third floor.
I see this movie just like putting you to sleep.
Bruh, this movie sucked. This movie
That's like we can't even review it because it's so bad.
Stay away from this movie.
Yeah, like I don't even know what else to say about this movie because like we can't even finish a review. It's that bad. Think about it. Here's the premise: stupid robots that look like they made like plastic, running around with dumbass teenagers that are really horny. Which sounds like it would be good in maybe in like an ironic sense. You can't even find it funny in like an ironic sense. It's fucking bad. It's fucking really bad.
This movie would have been so good. Like the concept is so. It seemed like it would have been so fun. People stuck in a mall with killer robots. It would have been
Maybe
good.
if they would have made it 20 years later.
Maybe with a better script and a better cast, a more diverse cast, so I can know who is who.
Exactly. You know what? That's bad. I feel like we usually don't go in this half-ass with a review. We can't even tell the characters apart. It's all a bunch of white people who do nothing. Like they the only one that sticks out is the nerd. That's it. The rest of them are just a bunch of dumb brolic Italians and big tit blondes and whatever. But I guess that's what they wanted in the 80s. But that's not what I want right now in 2019. It's just a terrible movie. I have no idea what to say to make people want. If you want to get angry, watch this movie.
If you need something to help you put to sleep, watch this movie.
This movie is basically the embodiment of everything wrong with the 80s. It seemed really stereotypical. It seemed really just big hair, just everything was just trying to appeal so hard to what was the I guess the teenage demographic back then. So of course it doesn't hold up now, but you look back and you're just like, everyone's a caricature of themselves. It's really, and it's not even supposed. It said it's supposed to be a comedy. Me and Derek don't think it's supposed to be a comedy. We think it's titled wrong.
This movie sucked. I can't think of a redeeming quality. I mean, I guess the concept is a good thing. That's the only thing I could think
I
of
wish I could
good
say
about-
Barbara Crampton, but she did a terrible job in this movie. I love her, but no. She was the worst character.
Which one was she?
She was the
The whining one.
yeah.
Yeah, she was an idiot. She was stupid. Everybody was stupid.
How did they even kill these the robots or whatever?
They carried around a propane tank, threw the propane tank, and shot the propane tank. But it just set it on fire, and like they were going for a minute, and then they came back. They did something in the control room. I don't know if they destroyed the main computer or whatever. By that point, I checked out. I don't know how I zoned out. Usually, I'm on my phone while I'm watching movies. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't doing anything. I was watching this movie, trying to pay attention, and I still zoned out somehow. Like when I watch movies for this podcast, I turn everything off and I watch the movie, and somehow I still manage to zone out at the end of the movie. I just remember Ferdy and Allison getting away. That's all I remember. I didn't fall asleep. I don't know what happened.
Ferdy was like dead at one point, then he comes back. Good for him.
Well, she came back as a zombie. I made the movie more interesting.
They should have not made this movie. It would have been more interesting. How did this get higher than Funhouse Massacre and probably most movies that we think are good?
I don't know. It got a 5.6.
Which is obviously still a bad score, but I think that's too generous. Is this higher than Slender Man?
Oh, wait, Slenderman. I'm thinking of Sinister. Yeah, it's way higher than Slenderman.
Wow.
Slenderman
We like
got
Slender
2.2.
Man.
No,
That's how you know our channel's not credible because we.
I mean, I didn't like Slenderman. That's way better than this movie. I can tell you that much. And it's watchable.
Well, there's nothing else to say about this. We barely explained it. I don't know how we even thought about reviewing this, but we're too deep now.
Right. So yeah, we basically just give this movie a spooky. Check it out.
Straight up spooky. Yep. It's classic.
This is bad. And not even a fun bad. This is just bad. And
this is the worst movie we've reviewed so far. I know you didn't like Circus Kane, but this is just fucking bullshit.
I gave Circus Kane a spooky.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Did I even give out a Dooky before?
I don't know. I thought so. Man, we're bad at our jobs. Sometimes I'm thinking like, yeah, we deserve to be on.
Oh yeah, Sirius. I did give out a Dookie.
We deserve to be on Sirius Radio. We're that good. And then I'm like, wow, we don't remember half the fucking people's names. We didn't describe half this movie. Whatever. Yeah, this is a shitty movie.
That's because this movie is bad. That's not our fault. Make a better movie.
We could critique why it's so bad, but I think there's just like, I was staring at the screen in disbelief, like how this got greenlit.
I mean, I think you gave a good reason why it's bad. Characters are boring. You can't tell them apart. The special effects, I'll give it a pass. It's the 80s, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You got to like remember what they had back then. They're not going to have Star Wars CGI like that didn't exist yet. Yeah, we're just pretty much just depressed from this. We did this for you. If you want to see how bad this movie is, just in clips, it's on YouTube. And if you somehow want to see this movie in full, it's also there. This has been the Spooky Dooky Podcast. I'm Mike.